Okay, the Overgate. Let's start with the Overgate. What was the shop called in the Overgate? Yes, yeah, what were they?
One was fish and chips and one was the Venice.
They were both called the Venice?
No, I don't think the fish and chip shop was called the Venice. I'm not sure about that. Can't remember.
And they were side by side?
No, there were shops in between.
How many?
Well, there was the Pump, which was a
bar.
There was a hatter. Well, I sold suits and everything, you know. Miller's, that was called Miller and Son. And then there was a close, it was a lodging house close, where all the, homeless used to.
Were they customers as well? They eat fish and chips?
They didn't have money. They were beggars and sleeping in the street and everything, but they got a bed up there. And then there was a tobacconist, Miss Cameron and Miss Thompson, next to the Venice. Then it was the Venice. And then it was a close, and there was above the Venice, there was housing above there, and you went up that close to the houses. And there was Durham, the printer.
And then there was your shop.
Mm-hmm.
And who bought the shops? Who identified them? Was it your father?
Sorry?
Who identified the shops? Was it your father?
Identified?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Who first found the shops?
Yeah. Well, when he came to Dundee, he had a friend who had Barbieri, Steve Barbieri. He was his friend, and he came from the same place in Italy, you know, or close by. And he says, there's a shop for sale in Overgate, and there, you know, we could make money there, he says, because, well, there's pubs next to it, yeah. And so that's when Dad went into that shop in Overgate, the Venice.
How long was he in the country where he bought the shops?
I'm afraid I don't know exactly. He was 17 when he came over.
17?
Yes, because he came to his uncle's had the fish and chip shop there. His uncle from Brazil. He had come over previously and got that shop. I don't know if he bought it or what.
Which shop? The Venice?
No,
the fish and chip shop.
It was Dad that finally went down to the Venice.
And what was my grandfather, what was his name?
Your grandfather, my father, Domenico.
Domenico Del Nervo. And he ran the shop with his wife?
The family.
With his wife to begin with. Was he married at that time?
No.
So he was by himself?
Yeah, came over by himself to this uncle that was in the fish and chip shop. And then it was this Steve Barbieri, and he says, that's the Venice is for sale, you should buy that. So he bought that.
So did he work by himself?
Well,
Dom.
well, the family,
Which family?
his family, my sisters.
No, because when he bought it, he wasn't married, you said.
Yeah, that's right.
So did he run it by himself?
Yeah, must have. But he didn't run it long because then the family were all brought into it, you know.
Well, afterwards, yeah, but that was years afterwards because he had to get married first, then he had to have kids, then the kids had to be old enough to work in the shops. That was a long time.
Not too old. No. Still.
How old?
In their teens. Still at school, you know. But to come in the shop.
And so he met his wife, your mother, my grandmother, Maria Zanri,
Correct.
and she was already in Dundee.
She was down in the ferry. Yeah, because her parents were in a shop in the ferry. Also, before they went to the ferry, they were in Money Fee, that's further on.
And how did he meet her?
Arranged,
Why? Did she have money?
I would think so. Arranged marriage, you know. Well, Antonio, our father, must have known Dad had come over, maybe or something, I don't know. And that was arranged, definitely. I've always said that.
Arranged for money?
No money. Just a good catch for you. You know, no money.
Why was he a good catch?
Well, Dad had the dentist,
Ah.
you know, right in the Overgate, you know, busiest place in town.
And then, what family did they have? How many of a family? How many sisters?
8, I think. Oh, there's Teresa, Louis, Lena, Jean, Flora, me, and the 2 boys. What's that, 8? Aye.
And Flora died in...
Flora died as a baby. She was alive and everything, but she was very young when she died.
What did she die of?
It was...
Consumption.
Yeah.
And then, after you, there was the 2 boys.
Yeah.
They were both called the same, Domenico.
Yes.
Domenico. Because he wanted to name...
Well, yeah, he wanted the son.
Well, first he named you Domenica,
Yeah.
but that wasn't good enough.
Well, yeah, substitute, you know. No, there wasn't any boys, so we'll just call her Domenica then. And then he got the 2 boys. And then that was, they were heaven for him, you know.
But unfortunately, the first one, what happened to the first one?
The first one died with illness. I would think consumption again.
Same
was
thing.
A lot of that.
And then the second one was born.
Run over by a bus.
How did that happen?
Well, he was out playing. You know where it was? Sure.
Next to Nando's.
Yeah, correct.
The closey next to
The
Nando's.
close
He was playing in there.
He was out from the house, you know, he was out from the shop. Well, he would been in the house with Teresa, because Teresa was always in the house, you know, because she wasn't able, well, she couldn't count, she couldn't write, and so, but then, so when they were, after, they were out playing, and that, you know what happened, you just...
What happened?
A bus come down from the hill town, and used to come down to Reform Street at that time, turned to go along and go down Union Street. That's the way it went at that time, and he was playing, he ran out from that close.
Hit by the bus. And it was on the same day that, what?
Some football.
Johnny Thompson got killed in the Old Firm game.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the headline in the paper was about the accident and...
headline, you know, the billboard said
Thompson
died, and Dobby died.
Yeah.
That was it.
And your mother had a really hard... She was worse than your father about that. She...
He was bad too, but I mean, he was a man, you know, man of the house. But she, I told you she lost her speech.